I really enjoy Latino Heritage Month. I've been exchanging emails with a pen pal for the past few years. He lives in Mexico, and he's been telling me a lot about what goes on and how do they celebrate this month of Latino heritage and the traditions that they do and stuff. And I don't know, I always found it quite interesting. My pen pal's name is Jesus de la Blanca. This is great because you really get to indulge yourself in the food and culture that they experience down in Mexico. And my pen pal Jesus, he always loves this just as much as I do, if not more. He's a very friendly guy. If one of you wants to be pen pals with him also, just talk to me. He's taught me a lot about the culture that is in Mexico and like the foods that they eat. They play a lot of soccer and games and all sorts of good stuff. Oh yeah, so Jesus, he's the oldest of 5 kids in his family. He lives on a family farm that they've owned for generations now. And he's been playing soccer actually for most of his life with local kids, friends and stuff. And he's been hoping to display his talents for college and maybe get scholarships. And he's working really hard to be the first of his family to go to college. Jesus told me that his favorite food was chiles en nogada. It really means a lot to a lot of people out there, and including people like me.
Baile folclórico, meaning folkloric dance in Spanish, is a collective term for traditional dancing that combines elements of Mexican culture, history, folklore, and region with rhyme and body movement. This dance was established as a celebration of cultural diversity of Mexico in one region after the revolution. Although ballet folklorico has been around for some time, it was not made popular until it was founded in 1952 by dancer and choreographer Amelia Hernandez. The marimba sets the pace for the dancers and residents, the joy of each region. Its wooden keys are struck by rubber mallets, and the dancers move to the melody. The costumes and music attempt to reflect the living cultures of their region. The men of the dance generally wear sombreros, cowboy-like clothing, and a colorful tie. Female dancers wear full, colorful skirts designed for hand-twisting moves. They wear black or white boots to accentuate each step. Hair accessories vary from Spanish combs, hair ribbons, to enormous flowers depending on the Mexican region. On the U.S. side of the border, ballet folklorico was popularized in the 1960s and 1970s. Especially in Los Angeles and El Paso, 2 cities with large Hispanic American populations, as a way to promote pride in Mexican cultural heritage and to enhance self-esteem. For over half a decade, ballet folklorico has captured dances and costumes to reflect Mexico's rich and traditional culture.
I'm Barry Woodruff. I teach theater and choir and dance here at Woodside High School. All are based, I think, in they have Afro-Cuban or Afro-Caribbean roots, and there are so many different styles, and they come out of so many different. The origins, it's almost impossible to define. Dance. Salsa has become more of a spot dance, so you can do it on a crowded floor. among lots of people. It's a lot of fun. It's really great when you get to do it with a lot of people. And you can, you know, switch partners and do all kinds of fun things. It's very much, it's just very organic. It's into the ground. You really get into the ground, and so it's not for gringo hips. It's you got to get your hips going, and it's just a joyous dance. Everything's going on from the waist down, and it's very very controlled up from the around the shoulders. So you can be dancing, looking very straight up and down that way. You put your weight on it, the hip goes the other way, like that. Okay, so you're going that way. Those are Latin hips. This is gringo hips. Okay, we don't want that. Okay, so you want, you know, you gotta have your hips together. You gotta have dancing with your whole foot into the ground. It's very, very organic. Lots of fun. Yo lloro y lloro al saber que no estás. Mis labios, mira mami, yo te